On December 13th of 2025, John Cena will wrestle his final WWE match of his career. Man, oh man, oh man. Me, as a wrestling fan who's been watching for over 20 years, this is kind of unreal to me. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. The man came out before in just regular shorts, some knee pads, some jeans, and some boots. Answered Kurt Angle's call about ruthless aggression and put on I'll say a pretty solid match, a good enough match, good enough match. And from that time period, from there, we didn't know, me or you did not know this would be arguably the greatest WWE superstar of all time. I said arguably. Don't be up here in the comment section yelling at me. Nah, nah. Arguably the greatest WWE superstar of all time. And man, it's been a crazy journey to watch him grow into this megastar. Um, for me personally, I ain't talking about nobody else. Just for me personally, I picked up on Cena about '03. Was it '03? Late '03, I want to say, when he started doing the rapping gimmick and stuff, and that's what he was doing. Come out there, dropping some raps or whatever, and then when he turned, like, that was kind of cool. He was kind of on my back burner a little bit. Like, all right, he kind of cool. And then he grew. He grew up on he grew on everybody. He grew up on everybody. He turned baby face, and that's where he really started taking off. In my personal opinion, he turned baby face after the heel run with the gimmick. Turned baby face, was the United States champion on SmackDown. Was doing his thing on SmackDown before getting moved up to that main event picture against JBL, winning the WWE Championship off of him at WrestleMania 20. That was 21, wasn't it? Yeah, WrestleMania 21, taking the WWE title off of him, having a brutal I Quit match at Judgment Day 2005. You guys need to go watch that crazy match. That was a brutal, brutal match. Going from the SmackDown side of things, where he just conquered SmackDown, to getting traded over to the Monday Night Raw brand, getting drafted to the Raw brand, and then while on the Raw brand, he kind of just solidified himself as one of the big dogs, you know what I'm saying? Getting the matches and feuds with Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho, um, Edge, him his iconic feud with Edge, his iconic feud with Randy Orton. Everything solidifies Cena as the baby face and the face of the WWE from the ruthless aggression through the PG era up until about, I want to say, 2014, 2014, 2015 is where that kind of just died off, and he wasn't that guy no more. He was still looked, for a lot of people, he was probably still looked as the face of the company. He wasn't that no more. He wasn't. He was still he was still John Cena, but he wasn't peak Cena. He was on that decline that we didn't really pay attention. He was here and there. He was here, he wrestled, whatever, cool, cool, cool. But then he was also in Hollywood doing his own thing. So we really didn't grasp to it. You know what I'm saying? He's still gonna be putting master storyline for being the big face of the for being the face of the company for a very long time. And that was just Cena. That was just John Cena. And what I said, some of us, we probably just bypassed it, didn't pay attention to him. His career kind of just went past us. And then I think it really started hitting when he went ahead, and when he comes in, and we know he's not going to be here for a long time. And he's coming in to wrestle these matches. He don't need to wrestle no more. He wrestle these matches, do his thing. Then it's retire, and then he's just leaving. Pop up, wrestle a little bit, leave, come back, do it again. Cool. Like, what's cool? We get to see him. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to get to see him. And then earlier this year, or that was last year, he announced that it retirement, start his retirement tour. Started up this year. Horrible heel run. Horrible heel run. That was a bad heel run. Had some solid moments here and there, but that was a bad heel run because, man, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Bad heel run, but we got to see Cena. You know what I'm saying? We just got to see Cena, and we got to see Cena as much as some stuff has come out. He said he wanted to do the full year, and they said, "And we don't need you for the full year." What? That's crazy work. I ain't never. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never heard that before. I would have. Y'all say you want to do a full year? Let's do the full year. We got plenty. it irritates me now. It irritates me that now he's out there doing the interview. He said he wanted to do the entire year, probably outside of that month or so that he was doing his movie, but outside of that, he cleared his schedule for a full freaking year. And they're like, "Nah, we don't need for a full year." What you mean? You know what I mean? Matches and stuff. You know what kind of booking I was doing for that man, especially with the WWE Championship. I was doing it before the WWE Championship. I was like, that's crazy work. I was like, no. I said I would have got him, but the full freaking long gear of him wrestling against young guys, new guys, old guys, everybody, people in their prime, people out of their prime, people who still coming up in the world, all that. And they said, nah, we don't need that. I said, you don't need that. I said, that's crazy work. Can y'all That's crazy. That's crazy. But anywho, this is just a little short John Cena video, a tribute video to him. One of the, like I said, arguably the greatest wrestler in WWE's history. Arguably, he's done everything that he needed to do in his career. He's embarrassing talent. I don't care for that. I don't. I did back in the day when I was on my hate Cena thing. That was just me though. That was me and everybody else. Just got tired of seeing him in the spotlight a lot. But he's put on some iconic matches. He's put on some legendary matches. He's had some of the biggest feuds of all time. He's had some of the greatest matches in his career. He's put on crazy bangers. He's John Cena. I don't know what to tell y'all. He's John Cena. Fantastic to see. Definitely gonna suck to watch him retire and not know that he won't be suiting up again. That's fine. I'll just go back and just watch some old I just go back and watch some old Cena films and film matches and stuff like that. Y'all know what I do. Y'all know what I be doing on the side or whatever. But shout out to John Cena, man. It sucks that you about to hang it up. I think he's going to be in backstage directory for like 5 years. I think he just signed a contract for that or something like that. He's going to be backstage doing some stuff like that. You know, his addiction to WWE. That's literally his life. Let's be honest here. But shout out to you, Cena, man. I don't think you'll ever come across this video. You might. Who knows? But shout out to you, man. You was different. You was definitely different. Something that we needed. I don't care what anybody else said. We needed you. Once Stone Cold and The Rock left WWE and WWE was left in shambles, they got the keys to Brock Lesnar in '02 to be that next guy, and then Lesnar left in '04, and they needed somebody, and you stepped up and did it. You and Batista did it, but then Batista got hurt. It was literally you putting the backpack on and saying yes to everything that Vince needed you to do to make WWE work. And like I said, I don't care what anybody else said. You did your part. You're supposed to do your part, and I'm glad that you was here. And I'm glad you was here for me to watch every single week, even though I got tired of you at some point, but it was fantastic to watch. I don't know what y'all doing. I don't know what y'all doing. If you don't like Cena, that's crazy work, but you can't dislike the man who literally put his life on hold just to make sure this company grew. Let's be honest here. So he deserves everything. My person, he deserves everything. But shout out to Cena. Um, yeah, that's it. That's all. This is just a little bit of shout out to Cena thing. That's it. But I'll catch you on the next one, man.